Number 1. Andrew has spent over 12 years exploring wildlife and capturing stunning moments through his camera. On his YouTube channel, he shares incredible videos of birds, animals, and the beauty of nature, showcasing both the ordinary and the extraordinary. His love for the outdoors has driven him to go on countless adventures, but nothing could have prepared him for what happened on November 12, 2018. During a routine walk in the Great Smoky Mountains of North Carolina, Andrew had an encounter that shook him to his core and left him with unanswered questions. It was a crisp fall day when Andrew set out into the forest, hoping to capture the beauty of nature and maybe spot some wildlife. What he ended up recording was something far from what he expected. The footage starts with chilling, loud screams echoing through the forest. At first, Andrew thought it might be the cry of a moose, its deep, haunting sound cutting through the trees. But as he listened more closely, he realized something wasn't right. There was another voice layered over the moose-like sound, almost like a man screaming in pain. Intrigued and a little unnerved, Andrew decided to follow the noise deeper into the woods. As he ventured further, the cries seemed to fade, leaving only the familiar sounds of the forest behind. Even though Andrew was an experienced outdoorsman, he couldn't spot the source of the sounds, which struck him as unusual. Moose are enormous creatures and hard to miss, so Andrew began to question if he had encountered something else entirely. Local stories of the Byam, a cryptid said to roam the Great Smoky Mountains, came to mind. Descriptions of the creature painted as a large, hairy being similar to Bigfoot, known for its eerie cries and ability to remain unseen. To this day, Andrew can't say for sure what he encountered in those woods, but he knows one thing for certain. It was unlike anything he had ever experienced before. Number 2. In this footage, a group of campers is biking along a forest trail late at night when something chilling catches their attention. Clinging to a tree is a pale, eerie figure that sends shivers down their spines. The group speculates that it might be a Kuntilanak, a ghostly entity from Indonesian and Malaysian folklore. The Kuntilanak is said to be the vengeful spirit of a woman who died during childbirth. She is often described as having long, dark hair and wearing a dress stained with blood. According to legend, she haunts under the light of a full moon, with her presence signaled by the sound of a baby crying or a woman's haunting laughter. This spirit is believed to target men and is closely associated with trees, where she is said to hide among the branches. To this day, many people in Indonesia and Malaysia believe in the Kuntilanak, and sightings like this only add to the mystery. Number 3. The van was supposed to be a safe retreat, but what, or who, was banging on the windows that night? It was just past 2 a.m. when a loud knock jolted him awake. The camper van's door handle rattled furiously, sending a wave of fear through him.
I think someone's outside the back. That's two. Someone just tried the door. Hey! Right, whoever the that was has now gone. I'm gonna get out of here. Oh my god.
Acting quickly, he locked all the doors and windows, hoping to keep whatever was outside at bay. But before he could catch his breath, the sound of shattering glass filled the air. The van's windows had broken, scattering shards everywhere. Heart racing, he cautiously looked outside, but the area was eerily empty. No sign of anyone. The silence that followed was almost deafening, but it felt far from reassuring. An unsettling sense of being watched lingered, as though whatever caused the chaos was still lurking in the shadows. Number 4, 2 campers were setting up their tent when they noticed something unusual in the distance. As fear took hold, they abandoned their gear and ran without hesitation, not knowing what they had just seen.
Preston! Preston! Yo, what?
Yo, what's...
Run!
When they glanced back, a strange figure was standing near their tent, its presence sending chills down their spines.
Guys, wait! Oh.
What unfolded after that moment remains a mystery, leaving their encounter shrouded in questions that still have no answers. Number 5. Most campers worry more about encountering dangerous people than wild animals, and this footage perfectly explains why. Sean, the creator behind the YouTube channel Love Sundays, shares videos of his solo camping adventures across the UK. In September 2022, he uploaded a video documenting a chilling experience during a roadside camping trip in Cornwall. Since camping at that location was technically against parking rules, Sean went out of his way to stay inconspicuous. He prepared his dinner quietly inside his van before sunset and turned off the lights by 9 p.m. to avoid drawing attention. The night seemed uneventful until around 2 a.m. when things took a disturbing turn.
I just heard something outside. Okay, I think they've gone. They literally tried to get in the van. It wasn't just a knocking, they were trying the handle.
Sean heard noises outside his van, followed by someone attempting to open the door. It wasn't just a casual knock, but an attempt to force the handle, leaving no doubt that someone was trying to break in. Encounters like this are unsettling, especially for solo campers. It's unlikely the person outside was an official, as they would typically knock and announce themselves before asking someone to leave. The situation seemed far more sinister. Fortunately, whoever was outside left after a few seconds, and Sean wasn't bothered again. The next morning, he woke up safe and continued his journey. However, this chilling experience serves as a reminder of the potential risks solo campers can face. Number 6. This footage, shared on January 10, 2022, captures a chilling moment experienced by a group of friends during a birthday camping trip. What started as a fun and carefree night under the stars quickly took a terrifying turn.
I hear that? Get Trevor. Austin, get the line. Fuck. Hey! That was not an elk.
The group was enjoying themselves when they began hearing loud banging noises in the distance. At first, the sounds seemed far away, and they didn't pay much attention. But as the noises grew louder and closer, unease set in. One of the friends decided to start recording, capturing the escalating tension. What happened next was enough to send everyone into a panic.
That was not an elk. Get my keys. Oh, get ready. Everybody, get in my truck.
The sounds were no longer distant. They were right there, and whatever was causing them was clearly not an animal they recognized. Chaos erupted as the friends scrambled to pack up, shouting for everyone to get into the truck. This unsettling moment left them shaken, and the true source of the noises remains unknown. What should have been a night of celebration turned into a night they'll never forget. Number 7. YouTuber John Blad had planned a peaceful 2-night camping trip in the forest, but his second day took an unsettling turn. After spending the first night surrounded by the stillness of nature, John decided to cut his trip short due to an overwhelming feeling of being followed and watched.
I was planning on spending another night here, but I've had an overwhelming sense of something that I can't really explain. My intuition tells me that I need to leave.
Always listen to your instincts. If it's telling you to leave, then it's probably time to leave.
And the sense I get is that as I have been walking through down the path the last couple hours, I was completely ready to be here another night, which is very disappointing. But I follow my intuition. Anytime I don't, I really regret it.
While walking along the trail, John described a persistent sense of unease.
I never felt this before. I've heard unusual sounds. Just the sounds that I haven't heard over the past 30 hours since I've been here.
As if something or someone was stalking him.
Trail, something very unusual up in the trees. It's hard for me to explain what it sounded like, but it was only a moment. I didn't see anything, and honestly, I haven't seen anything. My gut is clearly telling me I gotta leave, and I gotta get out before the sun goes down.
Despite being prepared for another night, his instincts told him it was time to leave. He recalled hearing unusual sounds, thumps and scrambling noises that he couldn't explain. These were unlike anything he'd encountered during the previous 30 hours in the woods. As John prepared to leave before sunset, he noticed an eerie silence around him, with no birds or wildlife making their usual sounds.
But when you're out in the woods a lot and you hear odd sounds that just aren't normal, and I don't know how to explain that, but when you hear thumps, like something had jumped out of a tree, scrambling, it's hard to explain. I don't feel like this place is bad. See? Ignorance is bliss. I tell ya.
This absence only added to the unsettling atmosphere. On his way out, he heard noises coming from an abandoned mine, further heightening his anxiety. The experience left John deeply shaken, and it's unlikely he'll return to that forest anytime soon.
That's a terrible feeling. That's a terrible feeling. Feel like you're being stalked. That was unnerving. I've had it happen maybe about 4 or 5 times in my life, but that was different. That was unnerving. Always listen to your intuition. It's not like, oh, here's odd noise. That means it's gotta be something bad. No, it's not what I'm talking about. I had some strange feelings last night.
His story serves as a reminder to always trust your instincts when something doesn't feel right in the wild. Number 8. A man camping in Australia decided to explore the surrounding area, enjoying the calm and peaceful atmosphere. However, it didn't take long for him to realize he wasn't alone. While walking, he stumbled upon something deeply unsettling hidden behind a cluster of rocks. What he saw had a triangular face, large, eerie eyes, and a gray, bony appearance. The strange creature's features were unlike anything he had ever seen, leaving him both shocked and confused. Despite the man's discovery, the creature remains unidentified, and its true nature continues to be a mystery. This bizarre encounter has left more questions than answers, sparking speculation about what he might have come across in the Australian wilderness. Number 9. Bear, a YouTuber known for exploring haunted and mysterious locations, went on an adventure to the Hawking Hills region of the Appalachian Mountains. After a night spent searching for Bigfoot, he decided to try solo camping on the other side of the mountain.
Traveling the creek, it could end up over here easy. Doug thought I should sleep in the RV. I haven't done a solo camp in the Appalachians yet, so I have to.
Though excited for the challenge, Bear couldn't shake the feeling of being watched. He set up his tent, settling in for a spooky night ahead.
Let me show you what we're working with here tonight. I got my bag over there in the corner. Most of the time, I use that for a pillow because I always forget to bring a pillow. But this time, I did not forget to bring the pillow. So, got the pillow, got the blanket. Under the blanket, I got this. This is what I'll be sleeping on. And then under that, I got this to help keep a little of the cool ground off. Because believe it or not, it's pretty chilly. And this is in a valley right here, and it gets even colder right here. Like once the sun goes down, it gets real cold right.
As the sun set, the temperature dropped, and Bear began to hear strange noises from the surrounding woods. His nerves grew as he listened to thuds and movements near his camp.
Appalachian Mountains. By myself. Doug, other side of that mountain, in an RV with his dog. He's a German Shepherd named Elio. Good dog. I sort of wish I had Elio here with me right now. Man, right before I started hearing all that, I was debating on whether or not taking the sweatshirt off. Because it's not too cold, but it could get cold. And I will be under a blanket already.
Despite being alone in the mountains, his friend Doug was on the other side of the mountain in an RV, and Bear found himself wishing for some company, particularly Doug's German Shepherd, Elio. The noises grew louder, and Bear became increasingly paranoid. With every rustle, his imagination ran wild.
Man, there's just a lot of noises out here. This sort of has me paranoid now. I just heard another noise over there. I hope you guys are hearing this. I keep wanting to lay down, but I'm hearing so much crap. I have my protection right here. I also got my handy dandy buck knife. I love this thing. Razor sharp. This might be one of the craziest campouts I've done. There's stuff moving all around me. And I'm in like this plastic bag where I can't see nothing. That's ridiculous. What is that? Oh man, I'm getting a cramp in my shoulder. Oh. I hope you guys heard that. It's still moving over there. It's a little ways off, but it's still pretty close too.
He checked his surroundings, hearing sounds of something larger moving nearby. He even grabbed his knife for protection, feeling the weight of the situation. As the night wore on, Bear tried to get some sleep, but was constantly interrupted by unsettling noises.
I don't have my boots on.
I would keep my boots on in case I had to run, but that's just me.
I can still hear it. It's moving stuff around. These freaking mountains are crazy. Hello? Let me flip this camera around. Can you see anything? Dang it. I know you guys say to do this. This feels so stupid though, like sticking my head out of the tent right now. Did something just fall right there? Screw that. I get my screw. Let's do it. Band-aid, like a band-aid. Come on. Crap, my light. Crap, what happened to the light? Damn it. What happened? I can't see nothing. I can't see nothing, man. I'm outside the tent and I can't see nothing.
He checked outside his tent, hoping to spot what was causing the commotion, but all he saw was darkness. His heart raced as he struggled to focus. The unknown was closing in around him, and the fear of what could be lurking in the shadows left him uneasy.
Oh my goodness. The freaking light was on the wrong setting. It still sucks, but man, better than what it was. Hello? Alright, so I'm gonna get back in the tent. And I'll listen for a little bit. Maybe, I don't know. But it's gone now, so it's gone.
After a tense moment of calling out and hearing nothing in return, Bear reluctantly returned to his tent, hoping the sounds would stop. In the end, he eventually fell asleep, but the mystery of what, or who, was out there remained unsolved. Was it a bear, Bigfoot, or something even more frightening? Number 10. In this chilling footage, YouTuber William takes us on his solo camping trip to Bowbly Forest in Northern Ireland, a place steeped in haunting tales of mysterious disappearances and sinister events. As he approaches the forest on November 2nd, 2023, an eerie sense of dread begins to settle in, amplified by the forest's dark history. But determined for adventure, he presses on.
I'm in a dome tent, so I don't really feel anywhere. I think the tent just here. We're a lot further back off the road, so we can't be seen as easy, but we can still hear the car noise with a bit of pain, but I think it's the only option we've got. Let's come set up, let's give you a look around. So we'll start outside. This is going to be the cooking area. Keep it simple tonight. Just got some pasta and tuna. This same old MRE I've been carrying around now for the past year.
And sets up camp in a secluded spot away from the road. Once the tent is set up and the sun begins to set, William prepares a simple meal of pasta. However, as he tries to settle in for the night, the atmosphere changes.
Far better colour than the little tent, but single skinned.
Once he sets up camp, evening falls, and William decides to make some food to settle in for the night.
Cheers, folks.
A strange noise outside his tent catches his attention. Initially hoping it will go away, the sounds only grow closer.
Oh yeah?
Said I was going outside. I did see chemtrails earlier on. What's the biggest game you get where we don't get big game?
He gathers his courage, steps outside, and calls out into the darkness, but there's no response. Suddenly, a sharp, unsettling, slapping sound hits his tent. Heart racing, William again tries to investigate, but finds nothing that could explain the noises. Unnerved, he retreats back inside his tent, hoping for the best, but the silence only adds to his fear.
Right, we're gonna take off a minute or two. The f***? Did you hear that? Did you f***? My heart's going f***.
Off, who's out there?
After another tense moment, he can't shake the terror and begins to pack up, deciding it's best to leave the forest immediately.
Give us a word.
With no clear explanation for the sounds, William's experience in Balblai Forest leaves him shaken. Was it something paranormal? Or perhaps someone deliberately trying to scare him away?
I think that's as good, isn't it? Let's get out of here. Just need to navigate our way back to the trail. And once we're on the trail, we don't have too far to go. Try back at the car.
Regardless, he's not planning to return to the haunted forest, especially after dark. His unsettling adventure serves as a chilling reminder to think twice before embarking on a solo camping trip in a place with such a haunted reputation.